is Ness Blair, and once again, welcome to the Nessus Tube channel. Well, today I would like to share my personal experience being a male in the field of nursing. Well, growing up, I never thought I'll become a nurse. That's one thing for sure. I personally wanted to work in the hospital, and that was something that I knew for sure that I'd be working in the hospital. But entering the field of nursing wasn't part of my idea or my dream. But I got myself into nursing after all. Well, when I completed senior high school and I gained admission into the nursing school, I didn't want to go. Personally, I didn't want to go because in Ghana, people had the perception that nursing job is for females, and if you're a male and enter nursing, you become more ladyish in nature. So personally, with that notion in mind, I didn't want to go. But with the encouragement of my father, my mom, and some few friends, I made a bold decision of entering the school, and it's a decision that personally I've never regretted so far. Well, I knew that nursing would be more female. So when I entered the school, I realized that it was actually so. In my class, for instance, we were about 23 boys in the midst of 110 or 111 girls, and it was quite a good experience because I was able to learn much about the opposite sex and learn much about how they behave and how to interact and cooperate with them to be able to facilitate good work, cooperation, and contact. Well, nursing hasn't been easy so far, but there are some advantages or cons of becoming a male nurse. Well, in the hospital, we the male nurse actually do play a vital role in the nursing profession. When it comes to the hospital, all the heavy duty activities at the hospital, we the male nurses are those who actually perform such activity. When it comes to turning of clients, when it comes to moving of clients, when it comes to pushing of clients, we the male nurses are those that they usually call to perform these functions. Also, we also treat people with respect, care. I'm not saying that the females do not actually treat people with respect, but people think that because we are males, we treat them with strong hearts or something, but that's not the case. We are also very passionate and compassionate when we are treating patients and clients. We are empathetic to us all. Male nurses are very good, and one advantage of becoming a male nurse is that male nurses are very competitive, because I know a lot of my colleagues who are now furthering and advancing the career of nursing. Some are even specializing in various fields of nursing. So if you're a guy out there and really want to become a nurse, then I'll urge you to take the bold decision of entering into the nursing profession, and trust me, you're not going to regret. Because I didn't regret, and I know that when you also enter the course, you ain't going to regret. Well, there are, even as much as there are positive to it, there are also negative to it, and there are certain things that have happened or I've experienced in the world that personally I didn't like. One of the things is that sometimes you are being stigmatized, or when you go to the society, when somebody asks you of your profession and tell the person you're an RN, they kind of look at you in a certain way because they think that the nursing profession is for females only. But 21st century has actually seen a massive rise in the number of males pursuing nursing. So I think that ideology is quite changing as compared to earlier times. So in about some few years to come, people are going to change their notion or their ideology about male nurses. I remember one time that I was at the hospital and I wanted to care for a client. This client actually sacked me because I was a male nurse. He thought he wanted a female nurse, so he thought females would be able to hold him gently as compared to me, a male nurse. But trust me, we even are able to hold and treat people with care. We the male nurses are even good at us. I'm not saying the ladies are not good, but we are also equally good as them. Also, there's one experience that normally I really distate. When you go to the hospital, because we the male nurses usually wear scrubs and the doctors too wear scrubs, the patients actually usually mistake us for being a doctor, and they usually call us doctor whilst you are not. So you have to turn back and tell them, please, I'm not a doctor. And it's quite an uninteresting scene because you have to degrade yourself or something. They will give you an accolade as a doctor, and you turn around and tell them that, please, I'm not a doctor. It's actually not good. And people also in Ghana, for instance, people usually they have a certain name that they call we the nurses. They call us papa nurse, as a father nurse, which actually I don't like. I don't like it very much. I don't like the hearing of that word because we have our names located on our uniform. So if they want to call us, they have to actually address by our role names, and we will respond gently. But if to call us with this name, that I think majority of my mates actually do complain about these things, and I think it's not a very good habit. But these are the few things that I think is usually not good in being a male and nursing. Actually, nursing also provides a stable finance or a finance, as in a stipend for you to get your money, because nurses are in high demand and nursing jobs is still going to be there forever. So if you're a male out there and really want to pursue nursing, I'll urge you to just take the bold decision and enter the nursing field, and you will never regret it. I've never regretted, like I said before. Just go into it and do your best, provide clients with your best care that you get, and the reward is from God. There is also a saying that actually nursing is a calling. So if the Florence Nightingale calls you, please do answer the call and come to the nursing profession, and you won't regret it. Nursing is a nice cause, trust me. You're able to care for the sick, and you're able to make an impact in the life of human, and that's what each and everyone wants. So if you want to make an impact in the life of a client or a patient and you're a male, I'll urge you, take me for instance, I'm doing well as a nurse, so just do actually buy the form, enter the school and become the nurse that you want to become. Thank you very much. My name again is Nurse Blay. Bye bye.